That's a close-up you don't want to see. Hey, it's Adam at Birdwood Guitars, and welcome to the Cigar Box Guitar Builder. All right, just a little look-see at a guitar that I'm working on at the moment. This is a juke joint rocker. This is one of the last of the made-to-orders that I'll be doing for a little while. I'm going back to a stock holding situation, mainly because I'm building a lot. I'm doing a lot of these, but I've got to pull it back a little bit because it's just it's starting to feel like a job. But this is very, very, very cool. I want to show you the two necks that I'm currently working on at the moment. Now, this particular one, I don't know whether you can see this, but this is a she oak. I think it's river she oak, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I often use rosewood, but I'm kind of leaning now a little bit more towards using reclaimed timbers if I can. The oak for the necks is just a no-brainer. It cuts down the amount of prep work dramatically. It means that I can use quarter sawn, or almost quarter sawn in this case, timber. It's very straight, it's very clean. I buy the more expensive type, which is straighter, it's cleaner. So I do spend a little bit more on the raw material, but the fretboards are a different story. I'm going to show you two. So this one's a river she oak, and this has come from basically I'll show you what it's come from here. It's come from a length of timber. This here. This length of, I think it's actually come off. I think it's come off some old piano or something like that, or a wardrobe or something. But it's, to the best of my knowledge, I believe it's river she oak. Looks like it. I had some before, and and I'm not a wood expert, so. But the thing is, it is lovely and hard. It is quite a firm material to use. You don't need to see what are you doing there. Just look at that. You don't need to see my chest. So what have I done with this one? I've got some plugs here made from bird's eye maple, and dot markers here made from toothpicks, which will come up really beautifully. That's the recess. Straight neck, same piece of timber. No scarf joint. This thing is, I can stand on this, put it between two bricks like that, and stand on it. It's not going to break. It won't break. And I'm no lightweight. So that's that. River she oak. So that's a reclaimed timber. So I can use that instead of using rosewood, which is fresh, new cut rosewood. And this has got some nail holes in it and stuff like that, which I've sawn out and filled a couple of little holes with, and I will continue to do so, which is cool. Now the other one. So now this one is another guitar neck that I've made, and this one is complete, and this has come up so beautifully. However, there's more work involved in making this particular one, because I have used an ebonizing solution on an oak fretboard. So you can see the original color of the oak there. I've got glue all over my fingers. There. So that's the original oak color, which is almost blondie white. And that's it now after ebonizing it. And ebonizing, creating an ebonizing solution is dead easy because all you need is a jar. You fill it up with apple cider vinegar or white vinegar, and then you pop in a piece of steel wool without the soap, and it's a blank. Oh, that's dark on that side, so I'm not going to try and trick you. So that's that on that side. I'll just put a little bit on. Try not to make too much of a mess of it. Right. Now this is not oak. This is probably pine. Now you notice I've got a bit of black on that. I'm not using the black. I'm using the white bit here. There we go. All right. So that's the stain on the paper. Now I'm staining pine, so I'm not sure if it's going to turn very quickly, but it will turn. I don't know if you can see that starting in some spots. So what it basically does, easier if I had a bit of oak floating around here. What it basically does is it reacts with the tannins in the tip. I do have some oak. Here we go. All right, there's some oak. All right, here we go. Get a little bit. There we go. Drop, drop, drop. And before your very eyes. Oh. Before your very eyes, it will start to turn. I haven't touched it with the black bit. There it is. You can see it's starting to go dark. And it will depend on how much tannin is in the timber. So it not all oak will stay, but this is it's starting to come up on that grain there. You can see it there. I've put a really light amount on. Hang on, let me just soak it a bit. There we go. That's not soaking. What the hell am I doing? There we go. Blop, blop, blop. There we go. There you go. Just a good amount there now. So now, there we go. Keep it away from that black so you don't think I'm cheating. I'm not cheating. All right, so there it is. You can definitely see it on the end grain. Oh, wow. So put that away. That's not the tannin. That's black from some staining I was doing before. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so that is a really effective way. Look at that. There you go. See? Jump, blonde. Jump, not blonde. That is a really effective way of putting a stain on the timber. Now, I did go over this probably 2 or 3 times. And I did it without the fretboard being attached to the neck. Now I'm being careful here. I have put on a couple of coats of oil, but I will put another coat of oil on this before I attach it to the body. Hold on. So, all right, so you can really see, it has, like it's really black. I'm not sure if the light's making it worse. So, there you go. Definitely on the side, look at that. You don't want to have this solution on your fingers and touch oak where you don't want it, because it will stain it. And that's really cool. Let's see how it's come up, and it'll react with the tannins in different ways, and it will turn it black. And you can really bring up a lovely sheen to it with a nice oil over the top, or you can poly it over the top, whatever clear that you like to use. The only thing I will say is that when it's not color fast, like if you put your frets on, if you're sanding your frets, be a little bit careful with it. I stained the fretboard first. So this isn't it, of course. So I stained the fretboard first. I then glued it on using some, I got it to size. I glued it on using some little toothpick markers through the last fret and the first fret just to line it up. Just basically set it to the right, put some clamps either side so I knew it was straight. I drilled through with a 1.5 mil or 2 mil drill bit. I then put a toothpick in, glued a toothpick in on the neck itself, and then put the fretboard over the top, and it sits there. So what I then did was, once the glue had completely cured, I then fretted it. The only thing I had to do was when I sanded the ends, anywhere I kind of nicked or banged, I had to just apply a little bit more solution to, without getting the neck, because I wanted to keep a contrast between the fretboard and the neck of the fretboard, the neck, I want to keep a contrast between the neck timber and the fretboard timber, which was stained. So that's basically it. Going forward, I'm probably going to do juke joint rockers with completely stained necks, like totally. I'm just going to go oak all the way. And then what I'm going to do is I'll probably buff back, put some buff wear on, sand back a little bit to create some weathering. So there's some changes happening with the juke joint rockers and my premium guitars. I'm moving away from as I said, just if anyone's curious, I'm moving away from the made to order thing. It's just becoming too much on top of my full-time job, family, running a house, the whole kind of trip. I'll still build them, but I'm going to build them. I'll build 3 or 4 and I'll release them. And I'll just say to everybody on the social medias, I'll say, hey guys, I'm releasing, I've built 3 juke joint rockers. I'm going to release them on, Saturday morning, Australia, Sydney time, Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, and they'll be there until they sell out. And then when they sell out, I'll make some more. That's going to allow me to do a few other things, such as building more of my one-off traditional cigar box guitars, which I absolutely love to do. Because frankly, thank you to all of those amazing people who've been doing the orders, but it's just been so much, and it's been so heavy duty, and one after the other, and I'm not getting a rest in between doing everything else. So this is just my way of just kind of not scaling back, but kind of compartmentalizing a little bit, mentalizing. I'll be doing a lot more videos, that means. So we'll be doing a lot more experimenting, such as using reclaimed timbers, such as using, solutions like this, which are homemade solutions. We're going to look at a lot more the more traditional kind of builds going forward. I hope that's okay with everybody. If you've got any comments, please leave a comment in the comment section there on the YouTubes. I hope you have an awesome building weekend coming up. It is Thursday here today. Really looking forward to this weekend. I've got 4 builds, 4 special orders to finish before the end of those special orders, and hopefully I can get those out to my clients very soon. So have a great weekend. Adam from Birdwood Guitars. You've been watching the Cigar Box Guitar Builder. Bye.